What is going on? Happy Monday, everyone. Hopefully I'm uploading this on Monday. Jeremy here from MTG Headquarters. And I've got a random box of Theros that I'm going to open up for you. I'm going to try to get at it a little bit quicker than normal. So we'll be doing just the sauce. Which means basically we just check the pack for foil or a spicy rare. Now, there were a lot of really expensive cards in this set right now, or in the past, but right now you can get boxes of Theros for about 85 bucks, or I've seen places even less. Certainly, Thoughtseize is a nice pull, or a foil Thoughtseize, things like that, but otherwise, let's just go through these and have some fun and talk about days of Magic past. The first pack, we have a foil Battlewise Valor, Fine Limited Trick, and a Hammer of Perforos. The MTG Headquarters playmats are selling really well. At this time, there's already been 50 pre-ordered. The first order I'm going to do is I'm going to order 100 of them. So, Agent of Fates. I used to love drafting this card. I'm going to put a link in the description below where you can get the playmat. I ship it anywhere in the world. And it will be numbered and signed. So the earlier you sign it, or you pre-order, the lower number you'll get. We have a Anthusa Citizen Hero. Heroic was a great mechanic, wasn't it? So you got, that was a total blowout. I really missed this set. This set was a lot of fun. Yeah, playmats turned out good. I'm negotiating with a Magic artist right now on the artist mat, Bronze Sable, and a Soldier of the Pantheon. Seen a wide variety of play in weenie type decks. So a lot of people are asking, you know, what's up with you're not doing an artist mat this year? I definitely am. The mat that is out now is going to be a little cheaper than that, as well as perennial. So I'll order 100 every year, so people can always get that mat. I'm hoping anyway. Reverent Hunter. There were a lot of blowouts in this set. Gray Merchant, probably one of my all-time favorite cards. One of my favorite cards since coming back to Magic, I can say that. I loved Mono Black Devotion. Loved it, loved it, loved it. We have a Steam Augury. The Ordeals were always great to draft, too. Again, led to a lot of 2-in-1s if you were facing blue, but the value on them was just too good to pass up. Looks like we have a foil Thassa's Emissary. This was the and we have our first mythic Underworld Cerebus. Everyone always kind of thought this card would see some play, and never really got there, as far as I know. At least not in the mainstream format. Certainly, I'm sure it sees play in a wide variety of casual formats or in EDH decks or things like that. We have a foil Ordeal. And we have a Temple of Triumph. Temples are decent cards, probably still. It's probably not a bad pull. Let's see. We have a Celestial Archon. This was a great card to open during draft. That was sure. You could bestow. So remember, bestow would take a creature basically and turn it like into an enchantment. So whatever, you could give whatever random creature, all of a sudden give it 4/4 flying and first strike. And then if they kill the underneath creature, the top creature still stays alive. So lots of value. Here we have Bident of Thassa. Tormented Hero is solid too in aggressive type builds. The gods were a really unique thing in this set. I thought, wow, here's some real innovation by Wizards. Oh, we've got another mythic here And we have got Hythonia the Cruel. Absolute beater, hoser, whatever you want to call it. Card in limited or sealed. Legendary Gorgon EDH. Gorgon EDH decks maybe play it. Certainly the monstrosity, destroying all non-Gorgon creatures, could be pretty hilarious in a multiplayer game. Cards like Leaf Crown Dryad, though, were very, very powerful in the format as well. Here we have an Elspeth emblem. So maybe that means we'll see an Elspeth. And we have Anger of the Gods, dealing 3 damage to each creature. Very solid card as well. Power level in Theros is great. And actually, this week I will be having a Fat Pack on Friday as well. Even though it is pre-release week, I think I will... Or maybe I'll do a pre-release prep Friday. Priest of Iros foil and Titan of Eternal Fire. Terrible card to open and draft. I guess it's fine. I would take any one of these 3 cards over it, probably. Maybe not Sealock Monster. What is your fondest memory? There's like a spider web there. Gross. What is your fondest memory of Theros? Ooh, another mythic, and it's Perforos, God of the Forge. So the deal with the gods were, if you didn't remember, you played with this a mechanic called Devotion, meaning each mana symbol of a particular color on the battlefield. So this is 3 in a single red. It has 1 devotion to red. Let's say it was 3 and 2 red. That's 2 devotion. Whenever you reach a certain amount of devotion in play, they turn into a creature and are very, very difficult to deal with. Being indestructible. And Nessian Ass, probably one of the strongest commons in this format, if I remember correctly. Obviously, Grey Merchant was as well, but Nessian Ass was great. There's our first Thoughtseize. All right. That's a nice one. Mythic into Thoughtseize. Fanatic of Mogus saw some play in the red devotion decks. Magma Jet saw a lot of play. Man, this set was very, very strong. And this is kind of the first time I got real serious about drafting. I mean, Return to Ravnica's when I came back, but Bow of Nylea, that's a very solid card in draft. Another Fanatic of Mogus. During Return to Ravnica, I was just drafting. I was calling it drafting, but really I was just buying packs and getting eliminated. Colossus of Akros. Gotta love those 8-drops. Phalanx Leader is one of the best cards you can get in the like blue-white heroic build. It was very, very powerful. So I should have a... I noticed I didn't have a Theros Fat Pack. This was another very, very good card you can get in a heroic deck. Double Strike. Opening that almost always kind of pushed me into heroic, but it was definitely... You would definitely fight over heroic. And if somebody had like a couple of Nessian Asps or something like that, you might get ahead early, but it was real difficult to get around a 4-5 that turned into like a 7-8 or an 8-9 if I remember right. Boon Satyr, this saw some standard play if I remember right. The Gorgons are real in this pack. Yeah, I'll never forget during the pre-release, I think, Hero's Downfall, staple for removal for the entire time it was in Standard. I remember during, what was the next set? Born of the Gods? I think it was Born of the Gods. I opened a foil Elspeth at pre-release. That's my fondest memory about Theros. I did enjoy the format a lot. I can't wait to draft it again. Shipbreaker Kraken. Another Phalanx Leader. Oh, shoot. Threw the uncommons in here. I have to keep them separate because after Aldrich Moon, I'm going to make some HQ packs. So I should have pretty diverse cards going. Gift of Immortality. Meh. Triton Tactics is pretty good. Multiple targets, multiple heroic triggers. Glare of Heresy is probably definitely a sideboard card. Exiling, significantly stronger than just removing. Here we have a Scryland, Temple of Deceit, solid. Used to be worth closer to $10, I think. Probably not worth quite that now, but Scrylands are still played in Modern, and so probably maintains a little bit of value. Psychic Intrusion. This card is interesting. You definitely, at least I never wanted to open it in draft. I'm not a good enough player to build around something like that. I mean, you pay 5, you can cast one of their spells. You don't have to build around it. I was thinking of a different card. It's just not very good. I mean, they might have nothing in their hand, you know? Nykthos, Shrine to Nyx, the key land that you would play in the devotion decks, because the more devotion you had to a particular color, definitely particularly strong in the green devotion deck, so you could cast like Perforos and giant green creatures really early in the game. Prognostic Sphinx, I like this art, but I also like the alternate art they put out. In limited, Prognostic Sphinx is brutal. There's I thought it was a spider coming down on me. After taking his web down, I would have deserved it. It's that time of year in Wisconsin. Timeret, legendary zombie. Anybody use him as a commander? I talked to Sean and Alex, try to get them in to do some more EDH deck techs here in July as well. They've both been pretty busy. We have a Foil Swamp and a Labyrinth Champion. This was an interesting card because, I mean, its heroic was basically shock. Man, I've been open Phalanx leaders. I want to be careful how I say it because I feel like when I say it, it comes out as phallic leader. Here we have another Temple of Abandon, solid. Again, like I said, Shipwreck Singer was great. I really liked drafting black-blue in this set, even though it wasn't very strong. You kind of had to get all the cards. You had to be the only one in that, if I remember correctly. If you were the only one in it, it's very strong. Cards like Omen Speaker right here is very, very strong in blue. 1/3, Scry 2. Here we have a foil Flesh Mad Steed and a Spear of Heliod. So you had the gods and then their weapons, which is definitely very flavorful. Centaur Battlemaster is pretty gross too because, dang it, why do I keep throwing the uncommons in here? Because it would get 3 tokens. 3 counters. Sorry, not 3 tokens. So it got very big very fast. Mist Cutter Hydra. Great card because it has protection from blue and it can't be countered. Well, I mean, yeah, it can't be countered. Haste, protection from blue. So you can drop it out, especially in the devotion decks. You might have... you might be able to turn 15 mana into that thing pretty quickly. Now, it doesn't have trample, so you can get chumped for days, but eventually they're going to run out of creatures for you to kill with it. We have Reaper of the Wilds. Very strong card, too. Its 2 different abilities are pretty strong. Being able to give it Death Touch whenever and give it Hexproof. Very good. Obviously, whenever another creature dies, scrying 1 is pretty good too. We still haven't got a foil rare, so maybe we'll get a foil Thoughtseize, or maybe we won't get any. Artisan of Forms, 1/1 heroic. Whenever you cast a spell that targets it, you may have it become a copy of target creature and gain this ability. So I guess pretty interesting. 3 packs left. I'm going to have a Theros Fat Pack. I realized that I was missing Theros in the Fat Pack Friday series, even though we have opened them before. Rageblood Shaman. Okay, in the Minotaur, we're opening a ton of Magma Jets. That's okay in the Minotaur build, but eh. So I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope you guys are going to have a good week. And I hope to see maybe some... Oh, here we have... Oh, there we go. Foil Nykthos. That is not a bad... that is a very good rare to find in shiny form. Very nice. A foil rare and a mythic in the same pack. When this was in standard, I would have been flipping out over that. And actually, that foil Nykthos might be worth a few bucks, too. It's kind of like once a good card goes out of standard, as long as it's played in EDH, it retains a few pennies. But then the foil versions often are worth pretty good cash. So I have to. It might not be, but I'll check it out. And our last rare is Polis Crusher. Very solid card in draft, and if you're drafting red-green, that's for sure. Ordeals. Well, that is a Theros Just the Sauce box. Make sure you pick up your MTG Headquarters playmat. Link in the description below. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you again real soon. What's up, and thanks for watching this video. I produce all different kinds of content, so if you haven't yet, click on my face to subscribe. If you want to watch more videos, I've got some sweet playlists, including this one, where I open up every fat pack ever created. I've also got this one over here where I open just about anything vintage and old and expensive for your enjoyment. And all this is made possible by the awesome backers at our Patreon, which is linked in the description of every video. Hop on over there, check it out, see if it's something you might want to consider. If not, sit back, enjoy, and I'll still love you.